In 2025, Cambodia endured 2 episodes of armed aggression from Thailand, transforming a long-standing border disagreement into a threat to sovereignty, civilian security, and regional peace. The first confrontation began on 24th July and continued through 27th July. According to Cambodia's account, Thai forces launched attacks against Cambodian positions along several border sectors and employed fighter aircraft, artillery, and ground forces. Cambodia stated that its military acted in self-defense and called for an immediate, unconditional ceasefire. The fighting caused deaths, injuries, destruction, and the mass displacement of civilians before diplomatic intervention produced a ceasefire that took effect on 28th July. The second and more prolonged assault began on the afternoon of 7th December and continued until a new ceasefire was signed on 27th December. Cambodia reported that Thai forces again opened fire, subsequently expanding operations through airstrikes, heavy weapons, and attacks extending deeper into Cambodian territory. The renewed conflict shattered earlier peace commitments, endangered communities, damaged property and cultural sites, and forced hundreds of thousands of people from their homes. Thailand disputed Cambodia's account and accused Cambodia of initiating hostilities, but Cambodia consistently maintained that it exercised restraint and responded only to defend its territory and population. These 2 invasions cannot be treated as isolated border incidents. They demonstrate the danger of attempting to settle territorial questions through military force rather than international law and established bilateral mechanisms. No country may use superior firepower, unilateral maps, or battlefield control to create new territorial realities. Borders must be resolved through treaties, legal procedures, peaceful negotiation, and mutual respect. Cambodia's experience in 2025 therefore carries a clear lesson. Ceasefires must be fully implemented, occupying forces must withdraw, civilians must be allowed to return safely, and accountability must replace denial. Lasting peace requires respect for Cambodia's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and internationally recognized boundaries. On the morning of 24th July, Thai forces launched military operations across several sectors near Ta Moan Tom, Ta Krabe, Mom Bay, and the Preah Vihear area in Odar Mianchi and Preah Vihear provinces. The confrontation rapidly escalated from small arms fire to heavy artillery exchanges. Thailand deployed F-16 fighter jets, with at least 1 aircraft dropping bombs inside Cambodian territory. Cambodia maintained that its armed forces responded only to defend the country's territory and population. On 25th July, fighting continued and expanded along several parts of the border. Cambodia reported further Thai air raids near Ta Krabe and the Keo Seka Kirisfarak Pagoda, close to the Preah Vihear World Heritage Site. Cambodian authorities also accused Thailand of employing heavy artillery and cluster munitions. Civilian communities were evacuated as homes, religious sites, and infrastructure came under threat. Cambodia brought the matter before an urgent closed meeting of the United Nations Security Council and called for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire. During 26 and 27th July, hostilities continued despite growing international pressure. Artillery exchanges were reported across contested border areas, casualties increased, and large numbers of civilians were displaced. Cambodia repeatedly expressed readiness for an unconditional cessation of hostilities, while diplomatic efforts intensified through Malaysia, ASEAN, the United States, and China. By 27 July, Cambodia and Thailand had agreed to attend ceasefire negotiations in Malaysia. The formal agreement was reached on 27 July 2025, and the ceasefire entered into force at 000 on 28 July 2025, after 4 days of intense fighting. From late July until 7th December 2025, Cambodia and Thailand implemented the ceasefire agreement and Kuala Lumpur peace accord between the two countries. However, the war of aggression resumed when the Thai military launched renewed attacks against Cambodian forces along the border. On the 7th of December 2025, at 2:15 p.m., Cambodia experienced a sudden and deliberate military incursion along its western border. Since then, Cambodia has been the target of an open and deliberate military aggression by the Thai armed forces. This is neither an isolated incident, nor an accidental clash, nor an uncontrolled escalation. It is a war that has been planned, acknowledged, and carried out by the Thai state. Thai armed forces deployed across multiple provinces simultaneously using land, air, and naval units in coordinated operations that extended deep into Cambodian territory. Wherever the Thai army advances, it plants its flag on Cambodian soil. The attacks strike not only military positions, but also civilians, essential infrastructure, temples, and historic Khmer monuments. What began as an alleged border security action rapidly became a full-scale invasion, resulting in civilian displacement, damage to infrastructure, and violation of Cambodia's sovereignty.
มาดูเบื้องหลังการปฏิบัติการนะครับยึดคืนพื้นที่บ้านจกเจยนะครับหรือว่าบ้านหนองจานฝั่งด้านหนองจานของประเทศไทยนะครับตลอดระยะเวลา 40 ปีนะครับก็
The invasion of December 2025 is a continuation of a long-standing pattern in which disputes between Thailand and Cambodia over borders have occasionally escalated into armed confrontations. Understanding this event requires situating it in the broader historical and legal framework of Cambodia-Thailand relations. The modern Cambodia-Thailand border has its roots in treaties negotiated during the early 20th century between France, which controlled Cambodia, and Siam, present-day Thailand. The Franco-Siamese treaties of 1904 and 1907 delineated borders, including areas of historical dispute such as the Preah Vihear Temple region. These treaties have been internationally recognized and form the legal basis for Cambodia's territorial sovereignty over its western frontier. The International Court of Justice, ICJ, has reaffirmed Cambodia's sovereignty over disputed territories on multiple occasions. In 1962, the ICJ ruled that the Preah Vihear Temple belonged to Cambodia. In 2013, the court confirmed the integrity of Cambodia's sovereignty over the surrounding areas, rejecting Thai claims of ownership. These rulings have established legal precedent recognized by the international community. It must be noticed that the Thai army never complied with the 2013 judgment so far. Despite Cambodia's consistent adherence to international law, there have been periodic border incidents. In 1954, sporadic clashes occurred shortly after Cambodia's independence, highlighting tensions over demarcation. In 2008, renewed skirmishes arose when Thailand challenged Cambodian control over parts of the Preah Vihear area. In each case, Cambodia opted for diplomatic and legal solutions rather than military escalation, demonstrating a consistent pattern of restraint. Since the early 2000s, Cambodia has engaged in confidence-building measures, joint commissions, and formal agreements with Thailand to resolve border disputes peacefully. The 2000 Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, for instance, established protocols for managing contentious areas, emphasizing cooperation, mutual respect, and legal frameworks. By 2025, Cambodia had repeatedly demonstrated commitment to legal resolution and regional stability. Thailand's repeated reliance on unilateral military responses contrasts sharply with Cambodia's approach. The historical record shows that Cambodia has consistently sought negotiation, legal adjudication, and international mediation. The events of December 2025, therefore, are not only legally indefensible, but historically anomalous when compared to Cambodia's decades-long policy of restraint. International law provides a clear framework for evaluating cross-border military actions. The United Nations Charter, particularly Article 2.4, prohibits the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. Article 51 permits self-defense only in the case of an armed attack, and even then, the response must be necessary and proportionate. Sovereignty and territorial integrity are foundational principles of international law. Any unauthorized entry of armed forces into another state constitutes a breach of these principles. Cambodia's borders are legally recognized through treaties, international agreements, and historical precedent. Thailand's incursions into Cambodian territory therefore violate established international norms. The ICJ rulings on Preah Vihear, 1962-2013, reinforce Cambodia's sovereignty over disputed regions. Thailand's claims of self-defense in December 2025 fail the legal test. There was no armed attack by Cambodia that would justify preemptive or retaliatory military operations. The incursions went beyond border defense, penetrating deeply into Cambodian territory, targeting civilian infrastructure and causing displacement. According to international law, such actions constitute armed aggression, not self-defense. In addition to UN norms, customary international law and the Geneva Conventions prohibit attacks against civilians and protected cultural sites. Cambodia's houses, schools, temples, and communities are covered under these protections. Thailand's operations, which affected civilian populations and heritage sites, represent a further violation of international law. 5 fundamental truths reinforce Cambodia's legal and moral position. 1. Cambodia cannot be the aggressor. A small country in territory, population, military resources, and economic development, Cambodia neither has the capacity nor the intention to attack a neighbor 3 times more powerful. Cambodia has consistently shown restraint, calling for peaceful settlement of disputes, including acceptance of the ceasefire of 28 July 2025 and the Joint Declaration for Peace of 26 October 2025. Two, the law is on Cambodia's side. Cambodia relies on legally established maps and treaties recognized internationally, including the Franco-Siamese treaties, 1904, 1907, and the 2000 MOU. Thailand relies on unilateral maps recognized only by itself. Three, Cambodia chooses the law. Thailand chooses weapons. Cambodia has consistently pursued legal mechanisms and international adjudication in 1954, 2008, and July 2025 disputes, supported by ICJ rulings. 4. Cambodia knows the cost of war. Scarred by past conflicts, Cambodia prioritizes peace, stability, and socio-economic development. It has been recognized internationally for its commitment to peace. 5. Thailand has launched and waged the war. From 7 December 2025, Thai forces launched large-scale operations along more than 800 kilometers of the border, penetrating 90 kilometers into Cambodia, using F-16s, Gripens, DT-50 fighter jets, drones, artillery, rockets, tanks, and naval units. Attacks targeted civilians, schools, pagodas, homes, refugee camps, and UNESCO-listed Khmer temples. These acts cannot be justified under the right of self-defense. They are deliberate armed aggression. The events of December 2025 can be traced in a clear timeline that demonstrates the premeditated nature of the invasion. Thai fighter jets, F-16s, Gripens conducted reconnaissance and targeted military positions. Armored columns advanced, establishing temporary control in key villages. Artillery units attacked roads, bridges, and rural areas. Drones and surveillance aircraft monitored civilian and troop movements. Naval units patrolled coastal areas. Occupation of Cambodian villages was observed, with Thai flags flying. Assaults expanded to infrastructure, schools, roads, local markets. Cultural and religious sites, including historical temples, were damaged. Civilian displacement intensified. Cambodian forces exercised restraint, engaging defensively while pursuing diplomatic channels. Ceasefire negotiations began. Thai operations continued despite ongoing diplomacy, confirming the unilateral nature of the aggression. A third formal ceasefire was signed on 27 December 2025. Significant destruction, occupation, and displacement remained. This timeline demonstrates that the operations were planned, coordinated, and executed under state orders, targeting territory, infrastructure, and civilians in a manner consistent with armed aggression. The humanitarian consequences of the invasion were profound. Reports indicate that villages were evacuated by force. Over 6,400,000 Cambodian civilians were displaced, many fleeing under fire to temporary shelters. Schools were closed or destroyed, roads and bridges were damaged, and essential services were disrupted. Refugee camps faced overcrowding, with limited access to food, water, and medical care. Cultural heritage sites suffered extensive damage. Several temples, including ancient Khmer monuments recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, were struck during the operations. Monks and local historians confirm these sites had no military presence, emphasizing the indiscriminate nature of the attacks. The socio-economic consequences are long-lasting. Agricultural production was disrupted, trade routes blocked, and local markets destroyed. The psychological impact on displaced families, children, and community leaders cannot be overstated. Humanitarian organizations continue to assess the full scope of damage, emphasizing the urgent need for reconstruction and protection of cultural heritage. The invasion thus not only violated Cambodia's territorial integrity, but also inflicted significant civilian harm, demonstrating a disregard for international humanitarian law and principles of proportionality and distinction. Throughout the invasion, Cambodia maintained a commitment to diplomacy, law, and proportionality. Cambodian forces engaged in defensive operations only where necessary to protect civilians and national borders. Simultaneously, Cambodia pursued diplomatic avenues, engaging ASEAN mediators, the United Nations, and international observers. Cambodia accepted and participated in ceasefire agreements and joint declarations, including the Kuala Lumpur Joint Declaration of 26 October 2025, which reaffirmed peaceful resolution mechanisms. Cambodia's approach reflects decades of policy emphasizing legal resolution over military confrontation, a commitment recognized internationally through peace awards and regional recognition. By exercising restraint, Cambodia demonstrated that the invasion was not a response to provocation, but a premeditated act of aggression by Thailand. Cambodia's adherence to international law strengthens its legal and moral position, while highlighting the unlawfulness of Thailand's actions. Thailand's invasion was clearly state-directed. Evidence includes public orders, coordinated multi-domain operations, deployment of assets far from border defense requirements, and attacks on civilian and cultural sites. The principles of international law are explicit. A state is responsible for the actions of its military when those actions are ordered, authorized, or condoned by state authorities. In this case, Thai military operations satisfy all criteria of state responsibility for aggression. Contrasted with Cambodia's lawful conduct, the imbalance is evident. Cambodia adhered to treaties, international law, and diplomatic channels, while Thailand engaged in cross-border incursions and attacks violating sovereignty, proportionality, and civilian protection norms. State responsibility is further reinforced by the scale, coordination, and depth of the operations. This was neither spontaneous nor defensive. It was planned aggression, executed through legal structures of command and control. Upholding Cambodia's sovereignty reinforces deterrence against arbitrary aggression and supports the principle that military power cannot override established legal and territorial norms. Thailand's full-scale military operations have extended deep into Cambodia's sovereign territory across multiple sectors of the internationally recognized boundary. Following the second ceasefire of 27th of December 2025, Thai armed forces have continued their unlawful occupation of several areas far beyond any disputed zones and even beyond Thailand's own unilaterally asserted boundary claims. Such actions demonstrate not a defensive posture, but a calculated effort to change facts on the ground. Thailand has systematically entrenched its presence through the construction of military fortifications, shipping container barriers, barbed wire, and bunkers inside Cambodia's internationally recognized territory. Civilian homes have been damaged or destroyed, while new infrastructure has been erected to simulate administrative control. These actions reflect a classic fait accompli strategy designed to transform illegal occupation into de facto annexation. The deliberate planting of Thai national flags, the installation of religious symbols, the construction of civilian shelters, and the reported distribution or allocation of land further indicate an intention to assert sovereign authority over Cambodian territory. The continued deployment of Thai military personnel to administer these occupied areas reinforces this objective. Taken together, these actions constitute a serious violation of Cambodia's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and international law, and reveal a clear pattern: the gradual escalation from illegal military occupation toward attempted territorial annexation. The invasion of Cambodian territory by Thai armed forces in December 2025 constitutes armed aggression under international law. Evidence from historical treaties, ICJ rulings, public statements, satellite imagery, and humanitarian assessments all confirm the premeditated, state-directed nature of the operation. Cambodia's consistent reliance on law, diplomacy, and restraint underscores that it was the victim of aggression, not the initiator. The humanitarian, cultural, and economic consequences further demonstrate the severity of the violation. The Thai military invasion on December 2025 are a stark reminder. Sovereignty cannot be assumed, and the rule of law must be defended. Cambodia's experience is both a warning and a call to action for the international community. Aggression cannot be normalized, and accountability is essential for peace, justice, and stability.